Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Allie here with The Right Place, Right Time, ghostwriter, author, and book coach. I'm jumping in here to actually read you a story. Ha! What Do You Do with an Idea is one of my favorite children's books by Kobi Yamada and illustrated by May Bessem. And it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and it's super, super inspirational. And it's actually quite perfect when we think about what it means to actually start with a book idea. So I'm going to kind of read this and make a few notes here along the way. So if you're somebody out there who has a book idea, I want you to be listening as to what this story means to you, how it inspires you to take the next step. And of course, if it's not a book idea and it's some other idea, it still counts. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. And perfect for those dreamers out there who are kind of unsure if they're going to actually make the next step on their journey to make their idea come to fruition. And of course, the best part, I think, is some of the illustrations. So here we go. One day I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? And I feel like this is so true. Our book ideas find us, they drop in, and then they're just there, right? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. And how true is that? How many times do we end up with an idea or we get this vision of doing something and we think it's a crazy idea? We walk away, we silence it, we silence our vision, and we decide to ignore it. But it followed me. And I love the way that they've illustrated this idea as this like little egg with a crown. I don't know what your idea looks like in your mind, but that's probably how it starts, right? As like a seed that needs to blossom, right? So your idea follows you, right? Even if you silence it, you might still be thinking about it. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. Now, I know authors and writers, and when they get that idea and they're really interested and invested in it, it's not going to go away. It's going to stay there until you decide to do something with it or it moves on. But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. And isn't that the truth? Don't those new ideas spark adrenaline and energy and vitality in us? It wanted food. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. And so I believe that when your book is nudging you, it wants you to actually sit down and write the dang thing. It grew bigger, and we became friends. So now this character is engaging with their idea, right? And they're working together as a team, just the way that you would work with the manuscript as you start to develop it. I showed it to other people even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. Now, here on this 2-page spread, I think this is all that fear and doubt that we often think of when we're going to put our words out there for the first time. We're extremely nervous. We don't believe that we can do it. We don't believe there's any relevance to what we have to say. And then this happens. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. And how true is that? We almost give in. Some of us do. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do. And it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little scary. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. So this person is making a choice to engage. And that's the same choice that you have with the book idea that you've got swirling around in your mind, right? To choose to believe that there's something worthy to pursue and to go ahead and give your permission to go for it. My idea grew, and so did my love for it. And that will be true. When you pick up that momentum in your book, you will love it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because it said, it is good to have the ability to see things differently. And trust me, when you are working on your book, you are going to feel energized and you're also going to see things in brand new ways, no matter what kind of book you're working on. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. And this is where I like to think that the book goes out into the world, it's published, and it's available for other people now to enjoy and to get something out of. And you're lit up as well because of the work that you did and the impact that you have on your reader by putting yourself and your words out there. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. I'm going to read that again. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And that is definitely what your book has the ability to do, to serve you and to serve others, which we've been spending the whole month of April talking about. And then I realized what you do with an idea, you change the world. And that's the end. What do you do with an idea? You change the world. And that's how every book starts. It starts with one idea. And that's how every change in our community starts. It starts with one idea. And sometimes a book can be the change. Sometimes you can write the book that is the change, right? So I'm asking you folks, if you've got that book idea and you've been sitting on it, don't sit on it anymore. Explore it, work with it, engage with it, permit yourself to follow it, all right? And I have the perfect way to do that. I have something called the Writing Bar. We meet every month, 3 times a month via Zoom. We have instruction, writing time, and laser coaching and critique. We also have a community and we have a learning platform so you can catch replays on recordings that you miss. It's a beautiful, beautiful container, an exploratory container or lab for playing around with your writing skills, your writing practice, the book idea that you've been sitting on. So if that interests you, I want you to come check it out. I give a free trial session of the Writing Bar for folks to come and try it out. So I'll put that in here on the banner. All right, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Free trial session of the Writing Bar. So DM me or comment on this video and post and let me know if you want to come check out this exploratory container for you to start exploring the idea that you have for a book. I would love to explore that idea with you, tell you what I know, guide you in the process, and have you establish that permission and accountability and writing time that you so deserve and will need to take your book from one little seed of an idea to changing the whole world. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you again soon.